What's up everybody, Crimson Raven here, and today we are about to start a brand new series. I'm gonna have a daily series with Ziggurat, and when I say daily series, it's all weekdays. I'm gonna have at least one video per weekday on Ziggurat. Most of the time, it's gonna be exactly what I'm gonna be doing here, which is the daily challenge. Let's see what the game has in store for us on this daily challenge today. This is going to be, as you can see, the 30th of March challenge as Sid the Seer. So Sid has okay, let's give you a little crash course on Ziggurat to start with. This is a first-person shooter with a bunch of roguelike elements, with a bunch of different characters that you can play as, and at the start of every level, you get a new weapon. You have a grand total of 4 weapon slots, which is your wand, which is the weakest weapon you have. Then you can have a spell, which uses the blue mana that you can see on the right side of the screen. And then there are 2 other bars, which are for the green and orange mana, which are respectively for slots 3 and 4. All good? All good. Bottom middle is my experience bar, because you can level up, and each time you level up, you get a new perk. These are the perks that I have right now, because Sid is a scholar, level 3 scholar. So he's going to learn very fast, he's going to level up very fast, but he starts off very weak. With very little HP, 50 is actually quite low in this game. And the goal of the game is you explore the map. Each room gets an event. That can be a fight, that can be... It can be a fight, it can be just traps, it could be... various stuff happening. Ow. And enemies drop gems, both for experience and mana. As you can see, I just got my hands on a whole bunch of orange mana, but I don't have the weapon to use it. It's kind of bad. So I have a little poison weapon here. Ow. So here's the thing. Compared to normal games, compared to normal Ziggurat games, the daily challenges, from what I gather, tend to be massively harder. So I don't expect these games or these videos to be very long. You can get some lore, so I'm going to let the scroll play itself, and if you guys want to read it, you can. The scrolls actually give me a bit of XP, which gave me a level up. I think I'm going to go for Scholar. I've already got 4 levels of Scholar. Actually, 3. That would give me level 4. That's what it says here. Or it could give me a reduced mana usage for staves. I don't have a staff yet. It might come in handy, but I don't know if I'm going to get a good staff in this run. So I'm still going to go for that and hope that I level up fast enough to get other stuff. A bit like in The Binding of Isaac, different perks combine. There are synergies, there's a bunch of stuff that can be very useful, and there are secret rooms, like this one. That's a cracked wall. Secret room. Inside the secret room, a new perk. So now gems are going to be attracted to me from a further distance than usual. Quite useful. So we've got our little mini-map on the top left, which indicates to us that the only place we haven't explored yet is that way. The whole of the game is 5 floors, 5 big maps that I have to explore for that, and at the end of each map, there is a boss fight. Like a lot of roguelike games these days. Each enemy has his own attack patterns that you gotta be careful about. I am taking a ton of damage right now. This is bad in every way. And then again, my Dragon Bile kind of ran out of mana. There we go. That's a poisoned one. Can I get... I can't even get that gem. Oh, crap. Okay. So no experience for me from this guy. To finish each level, you need a portal key. This is it. This is the portal key. There's a dedicated room to the portal key on every level. I wish I could have gotten that. And, that is pretty much it. Okay. There we go. Let's keep running and fighting. So this is what I like to call a swarm room. It has lots and lots and lots and lots of fairly weak... Actually, no, it didn't have all that much. But that has, you know, a bit of the Zerg Rush tactic of throwing a fairly high amount of relatively weak enemies. And as of right now, yeah, the one thing that kind of pisses me off early game, and that pisses off every Ziggurat player, is when you have a full mana bar that you can't use. That orange mana right now is useless because I don't have the weapon for it. So, big Storm Beast here. That gave me a level up. That also gave me some damage. Health limit increase, I will definitely take that. Get poisoned. Go. Yes, some enemies can turn invisible sometimes. It's a special perk that the enemy can get. Oh, run away. I only have 5 HP, so this is probably going to be a very short video. As you can see, the movement is nice and fast. Just like... it feels a lot like the old school Quake games. Like, I'm thinking Quake 3 mostly, because that's the one I played the most. Big enemies, alright. Makes for easier targets. And if they're bigger, doesn't mean that they're actually tougher. They're just bigger. So, basically just easier to hit. And even the wand pattern, like the ammo pattern that I'm throwing out right now with my wand, that also changes from a character to another. Like, they all have different weapons on top of the randomness of weapons that you can have. And every weapon also has a secondary mode that's usually more consuming in mana versus, but for more power. So you usually, secondary mode, more often than not, you trade out. Okay, what do we have? Reduces health, damage and movement speed, greatly increase attack rate and mana regen. Mana regen would be very useful, but reducing health, I'm already quite weak. So I'm going to take the other one and hope that I get an alchemical weapon, which is the orange weapons, very soon. If I get one sooner than later, I'm going to have regenerating mana for it, which is going to be great. Okay, I have full mana, so I might as well just start using my proper weapon now. There we go. So as you can see, rooms are of different shapes and sizes. And usually the levels are randomly generated, but the rooms themselves are not. So how this room is built and disposed, and the pillars and everything, that is proper level design. It's just how these rooms are connected together to form a whole floor that is random. That is a trap jumping puzzle with a very high chance of me falling into the lava. But since my health is already quite low, and this video is probably not going to be going on for very long anyway, I'm going to chance it. You take damage incredibly fast in lava, so you got to be very, very careful. But usually at the end is a perk and a bunch of crystals. Frozen Amulet freezes all enemies except bosses. That is a bit like the it's actually quite similar to the spacebar item in Binding of Isaac that you can use fairly regularly, except in this case the amulet actually gets recharged by the souls of your enemies. So basically, once I use it, you're going to see a percentage sign over it. And as I kill stuff, that percentage will go up, and once it hits 100, well, I'm fully recharged. It is now time for a boss fight with 26 HP. I'm not really expecting to survive, especially since this is clearly King Blob, which is probably the nastiest of the level 1 bosses that you can get. And yeah, this boss fight actually turns into a bullet hell quite quickly. Now I can freeze everybody except for the boss. So that way at least they stop shooting at me. In the meantime, I can start running around and die. So yeah, the daily challenges in this game are brutal. They are very, very, very hard. We have a total score of 71,980 points. Now what I'm curious about is where I'm going to fall in the standings, because it usually gives you a standing. I fell 49th out of 108 people who tried it today. Not great, but not bad either. I'm slightly better than average. And I died on the first boss, mind you. So, and just for the hell of it, yeah, these guys were actually able to finish it. Only 3 people were actually able to get to level 5. And I'm not even sure they were actually able to finish the game. I don't think any of them actually finished the game. So yeah, that gives you an idea of the difficulty level of these challenges. I'm still going to do them as often as I can. So thank you guys so much for watching. It was really fun, although a bit short. So this is, I'm going to try to do these every weekday. And if I can't, I'm going to have a couple of normal Ziggurat runs stored in, so that I can still upload something every weekday. So thank you all for watching. If you like this video, make sure to share and subscribe, and hit the like button, and throw it over on whatever social media that you feel like. And I'll see you guys tomorrow.